What's up everyone, welcome to Versatile Fun Designs. Today I have the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Cozy House set. It's set number 31139. It's an 8+ set with 808 pieces. I really like the design from the front of the box. We see the main build here as well as the two other builds. Let's take a look at the back. Well, first let's look at the top. This gives us some more views of the three builds. And then over on the back, we have more views of these builds. And we can see that this one actually opens up, as we shall see very soon. The apartment building can be stacked, and the A or like half A frame cabin can also flip as well. Today we're going to start with the main build, and then maybe we'll do the other builds in other videos. Let's start by opening the box. So in this box we get a bunch of numbered bags. Bag 1, bag 3, bag 4, another bag 3, another bag 4, bag 2, and another bag 4. So basically 4 numbers of bags, but there's multiple bags 3, multiple bags 4. You also get these instructions. You get this one here, as well as this one for the main build, and this one here as well. As usual, we will not be using the instructions except to see what can you build out of each bag. So specifically, we're going to do the main build today, and the only part of the instructions I will be using is this part here, just to show that in bag 1 we're going to build this thing here, and then these are pretty much self-explanatory. Bags 2 will build this. Bags 3 is like this top floor, it goes on top. And then finally, bags 4 build the rest. And this set does include a brick separator as well, in orange. So that's pretty neat. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with the build. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As usual, we will start with the minifigure. In this case, this guy here. He has a nice big smile, no alternate face, and this nice wavy hair. This is the minifigure up close, the first one in the set. He has these short legs which do bend, that allow him or her to sit, but they're not like the full length legs either. So this is intended to represent a child or just a shorter person, however you want to represent them. So let's put them here for now, and let's get started with the rest of the build. As usual, I will be using the 360-degree views for any things that are not visible from this angle here, just so I get a clearer picture of what it is that we're about to build. Alright, so here's the first floor or 0th floor kitchen. Outside, here's the front door. It looks exactly like the one here. With some minor exceptions like the flower, etc. Otherwise, it's the same general design. On the inside, I don't like how this chair here is right at the door, so if you're a minifig, you're coming in, you'll bump into this chair right away. So wish there's a little bit more space here, or just rearrange the table so that the chair is not in the middle of the door. These bowls are supposed to come with tomato sauce, whatever else this red thing is supposed to be, but it falls off easily. The same thing with these spoons, so we'll leave them off for now. They do come included with this set. And while we're here, let's also do a small side build. It's shown right here in the box. It's supposed to represent a Lego toy for a particular theme. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but if you do know, you could leave it down in the comments below. And so now our minifig can control this radio-powered vehicle, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and now it is time for bag 2. I might have misspoke a bit earlier and said bags 2, because there's only one bag 2, but there are multiple bags 3 and bags 4, so I'm not confused. I just think every bag can have a unique number, just to make things a bit more obvious. And then in bag 2 we have 2 smaller bags that are not numbered. This part right here, plus this minifigure, and this little side build. This is all going to be included in bag number 2. So one of these is a door, one of them is just a big window that cannot be opened unless you force it through. Usually I start with a minifigure. I forgot about them for a little bit. Let's fix that. This is our minifigure. No alternate face, but they do have this hearing aid, which is nice to see. A lot of people are being represented in LEGO, which is a good thing. And they have this very nice classic space, or more accurately like a space logo on their torso, which is really, really nice to see. So I love their big smile. And yeah, nice minifigure. Always good to get more of these. Let's put in next to the other guy. Let's put them both here for now. Alright, cool. They can watch us perform the rest of the build. Now this is where the other part of the main build would go, like this. But I feel like if I connect this now, it will make building the rest very complicated. So I'll build the wall. It'll be provisioned that I'll add this later. So this wall right here, this wall right here, and then I'll put everything together in the end. And so now it's finally time to bring the two halves together, like so. This is how it will fit. Should fit in perfectly if everything right. Alright, so we can see the main floor of the build in more detail. Let's have a quick look around. There's the kitchen right here. We already looked at that a bit earlier, and this is the living room. So when the house is closed and clipped with this clip here, you'll see that everything's all in one place. I'll just take the spoon away, and this is soup as well. So it is, as promised, a very cozy house. I do wish there was like 1 or 2 more studs of separation between the two here, because I just think this is a bit too tight. This is a bit too tight. I get what they were kind of going for here, but I still think a little bit of space, but you know, there is some space here, so it is possible for you to move things around if you want to. And of course, when you open the house, I'm gonna try not to break it, then it actually feels a lot more spacious this way. So, and we can also open it halfway and maybe fill in this part with more of your own stuff, or just with your imagination. So yeah, on the first floor we have like a small dresser with a plant here. The sofa looks very comfy. I'll put a minifigure here just for scale. There are no studs though, so if you prefer to have the studs, just leave off this piece or have like an alternative piece here. But yeah, the minifigure looks very cute in front of the fire. Very suitable in colder times. That I wish there were some studs here to hold onto the minifigure here, but also here in the dining room. Here, if you want to have the minifigures sit down for the meal, they're just gonna slide right off, and same thing with the soup. So I think that would be one of my critiques for this otherwise excellent set. Alright, so this is what the house looks like from above. When it's closed, you see like this cobblestone path that kind of like goes through the whole thing. And then when we flip it like this, it's more of this big U shape. So I like how if you look at it from above, it has like a nice shaping to it, no matter what the angle is for the house. So that is pretty nice. And because of this door, this window here, and this very large door and window here, this place will get lots of light, even when it's covered up, so it's nice for playability. And I like all the textures that they have on the wall. For the fireplace, it looks pretty realistic, not perfect, but it's pretty decent at this scale and for the targeted age range. So I like the greebling here. It's not just all white bricks. And speaking of the white bricks, it was enjoyable to just put have bricks on top of bricks on top of plates, the classic LEGO experience. So if you're building like lots of Technic sets or lots of very specialized sets, then this is a nice set to get you back into the basics, and I really enjoy that. Let's have a look at only this page of the instructions for see what the side build is. We have this machine here. It's probably a toy of some sort. Let's try to put that together, and this minifig has a coffee. I know there's places online where they can tell you what this is, but do you recognize this just from your own memory or your own knowledge? If yes, let me know in the comments down below. And just a hint, it is a former LEGO model. Bags 3 will construct this top part of the house, including the roof with a nice pattern, as well as 2 side builds, one of them being an animal, and the other one is a Lego space throwback, I believe, or some other Lego theme. Let me know if you know down in the comments. This is the 2 bags that are numbered 3. Let's do it. Now you might be worried that these are not very nicely aligned. You can actually align them properly just by doing this. Just like what we've learned with the Rivendell set. Yeah, it's interesting how they integrated this dresser or drawer with the walls of the house. This bird out is not very stable because it has not the usual anti-studs, so I'll just leave it for the end, I guess. Now they're installing the gutters. And this here is a really nice bed. It looks good, it looks pretty cozy, and it even has studs at the bottom so that the minifigure who sleeps here is not going to fall off, even if they're upside down, so it's really great to see. They didn't put studs on the seat, but at least they put studs on the bed, so that's cool, I guess. I wish they would put the studs everywhere. We can already see we have like this cat toy, a litter box. We have this nice print here. It's not a sticker, it's a print, or some kind of African safari at sunset. It's a nice brick masonry here. I like the angle here. And the windows don't open, they're still pretty cool. Let you see outside into the world. If I was a minifigure, I would be very happy to live in here. So this is nice because it's actually adjustable. Oop, focus, yeah. It's nice and adjustable, so that's pretty cool. You can rotate it well, although it's a bit less useful. Well, actually, if you rotate it like this, that's pretty cool. Now the remaining challenge is to figure out how to attach these roof pieces all together in a way that makes sense. So you have to use some of these round pieces here and put everything together for a cozy house. But before we do that, let's take a little break and make the side build. And that would be this little critter right here. I think that's a cat. Let me know what you think in the comments. So let's make that. This one is fairly easy to do just based off of the box. There you have it. Nice little cat. I like how they're able to represent so much with so few pieces. Even has stripes. This is the collar. Yeah, really, really good design work right here. And something I like about the Creator 3-in-1 sets. Alright. Now we got those pieces out of the way and we have a cute cat. Let's figure out how the roof is attached. In all likelihood, it's going to use these clip pieces as well as these hinges, one way or another. Let's try to figure out how that works. This piece is not visible from the 360-degree view. I think it's logical that it would go here to match the rest of the pattern. And the details of how the roof is put together is also not visible in the 360-degree view. I think it's not that hard to figure out. And here is our roof. There's some leeway for these to move. There's also like this light here. So now we can put this at the top. Now there is one other side build for this bag according to the instructions. And that is this thing here, so let's build that. I think that's fairly accurate. We need to put basically this roof over here. Now let's try to do that. Oof, it's too heavy. I need some help to move this because it's just so heavy I'm having trouble lifting it. Oh, what's this? Oh, we actually have our mobile crane from the previous video. Let's see if we can use the mobile crane to lift the set instead. So conveniently use this piece here, attach it to the roof. And then let's raise the boom. And of course it's our minifigure friend who is remote controlling the crane. Good. And there we go. Let's disconnect the crane. And yeah, we were able to use the crane. Check out my other video where I built it without instructions as well. And now we put the crane to good use to build the house. Right, and now we have bags 4. Here we go. This is the final series of bags for the set. And this will be the third and final minifigure that we will assemble just about now. The hair can only be at this particular angle. It cannot move around like the other two. Just something to keep in mind. And here's a look at all the minifigures together. These are presumably the parents and the child, or you could assign them any roles you like, and you can even swap the torsos, the legs, as you wish. Nothing preventing you from doing that since it's all Lego. So they all have printing on the back, but it's not super detailed, super special or anything like that, but it's still appreciated. So we got a nice happy family that inhabits this cozy house. Now they'll just stand by as we build the final remaining part of the house, which is this small part right here. And once again, I think I'll start with the roof. And just so you know, here's what we're going to build according to the instructions. This part here, and then this side build, we already built the minifigure. Some things like the mailbox, the recycling bin, these two chairs here, and the plants here. So basically the finishing touches plus this small upper part. So let's go ahead and do that. So here is the completed bed. This bed also has studs like the one for the child, which means that the minifigure is going to sleep well on it. It's relatively comfy, I would say. They're not squeezed in too tight, so it's a nice bed build for a creator set. I know the modular buildings sometimes they have fancier things, or something like the Orient Express might be fancier, but for like a simple model like this one, this is very adequate, and having the studs here I really appreciate, so it's, I would say, more than good enough. It's pretty good, actually. And I really wish they would have a window here. I think that would have been, even if it was just a small one, because it doesn't make sense that the parents would have no window at all. There's one more thing here, the snail. Let's build it. I think many of you already know what this is intended to represent, but for those of you who don't know, it's actually RR Slugger, a fellow Lego YouTuber. Obviously much more prominent than I am, but it's really amazing to see them included in the set in this way. There's also some nice part usage for like the different components of the snail, so that's a pretty cool gesture by the Lego designers, so kudos to them for recognizing the beloved RR Slugger. Put that on backwards. There we go. That's our snail. This is the house from the inside, and this is it from the outside. We still have some decorations to do for the facades, so let's go ahead and do that. Put the crane away, we don't need it anymore. And just to be perfectly clear, the crane is not part of this set, it's part of a different set. You'll have to get that separately. Okay, so these pieces, we're going to do the remaining foliage here, the mailbox, the recycling bin, this flower thing here, and maybe some other stuff as well. We're good for the mailbox. All these gray pieces, actually, they are not useless. They're here to make a chimney. So let's actually make that chimney right now. It's surprising that this is part of bag 4 and not bag 3. Alright, how about we do the recycling bin? That's definitely a nice parts usage here. I would have never expected the lightsaber hilt to be the axle for a recycling bin. So that's at least 2 chairs with studs in this build. I'd have liked to see more, but it's a start. And you do have the possibility to modify the other chairs if you so choose. And the final side build of this set, unless I'm forgetting something, is this one right here. This model or toy. Let's see if we can figure out this set. And here, actually, on the very front cover, there's different box art where this model is shown in a little bit more detail. So let's take a closer look at that. So this final weapon or side build is something from a previous LEGO theme. In all likelihood, these snake heads are used here. That's nice part usage. And in the box art online, at least the woman was holding this, but I think anyone can. I don't know what other side builds need to be done. Or this model here, we already have a few. We have this thing, whatever it is. We have this train, the cat, this model right here, this remote control buggy. Now let's have a look at the house before we dismantle it. So to wrap up this video, I really like the idea behind the cozy house and most of the execution. I only have some minor nitpicks about it, such as the lack of studs on the seats. I like the opening and closing mechanism, and I think it's a very, very cozy house. In fact, maybe even too cozy, as I mentioned before. But it's really suitable for kids, it's very playable, and even for adults. Like, with some conversions, you can turn this into like a mini modular if you want. I like the Rivendell-inspired roof, the chimney with the greebling, that looks pretty nice. The references to R.R. Slugger, those are pretty cool as well. And it's a 3-in-1, so you get those 2 alternative models as well. You also get lots of throwbacks to LEGO sets of the past, so there's just so many good things about this set, not too many bad things. The price of the set I think is reasonable. Of course, when it goes on discount, that's even better. Would have been nice to have a vehicle in this set as well, but I think that's asking for too much at this price range. So maybe an extra minifigure would have really helped enhance the value of this set. That's it for my thoughts on this set. Thank you so much for tuning in to Versatile Fun Designs. Please like and subscribe. Oh, and this brake separator could be used as a ladder, I guess. And I'll just point out so that people don't make comments about this specifically. I did forget these gutters earlier in the build, but I had to add them later. Unfortunately, the footage for that got lost. But I did remember to add them before this final overview, so they are there. So yeah, that's it for the cozy house, at least the main build. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.